JT Smith.
Neil Meyer.
Here the front office news. The Bearcats win a hard-fought game against USF, 28-24, where we saw a lot of peaks and valleys and peaks. And just to be fair, man, USF had a heck of a game plan. Bearcats came out flat. They were down 10-0 early, but they were resilient. Got up 14-10. We're down 17-14 at the half, and we're able to pull it off. But Neil, what did you see today, man? Just go, maybe let's talk about the first half a little bit, and then we'll dip into the second. So.
Yeah, the first half was, as JT mentioned, an up and down battle. I mean, obviously the first quarter, first play from scrimmage, UC throws that interception off Ben Bryant. So, I mean, obviously USF comes down and has an 8-minute drive and get forced to throw an interception. So I think at the end of one, the time of possession is what really stood out to me. I think USF standed for 12 minutes and 39 seconds, if I remember right.
Sounds about right.
Out of the 15 minutes. So you look at that and you're like, oh, this defense is going to get worn down quickly. And USF was running the ball.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the running backs. They were doing the quarterback draws, quarterback keepers, and USF was wearing them down up front. So it was kind of like, oh, if we don't get this, change this time of possession or get a stop, it's going to be a long day. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the run game is really what stood out to me for USF early.
For sure. They ended up running it for 224 yards. I don't know what they did at halftime, but they definitely had imposed their will. I know they were over 120 by the half for sure. And it was interesting because the Bearcats, they looked like they were a step slow today just because, I mean, I know it's homecoming and things like that. But like on the interception, Ben Bryant had Tyler Scott wide open. Even if he underthrows it and he leaves it towards the inside, I still think it's a catch and probably a touchdown because of how elusive Tyler is, and that kind of put them behind the 8 ball. But they battled back, made a couple of nice plays, and were able to win. But what stood out to me is Charles McClellan. Like, he had a hell of a game, run for his career high 179 on 2 touchdowns and 21 carries. It was huge because it gave the Bearcats balance and injuries, man. Injuries. Tyler Scott went out early with an ankle injury. Hopefully that's not serious.
We did see Tyler with a boot on.
So yes.
Something to keep an eye on.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Ben Bryant went down in the second half. That should have been a targeting call. I don't care what anybody says. That the refs have to blow that flag. When your quarterback sliding, you have to blow that flag. But
we also saw Chris Scott go down with
Chris Scott.
What should have been another targeting call.
Yep.
He came back. Thompson go down, so injuries were starting to build up today.
For sure. But Evan Prater came in. He threw 2 passes, 1 for 2. Got sacked once. He had 15 yards, but on 4 carries for 24 yards. When he came in, the Bearcats were down 24-21. He led them to the game-winning drive, and that was huge because Ben Bryant is known for slinging the ball around the yard, and he came in and it was no Ben Bryant. He was out for the game, and Evan had to make plays, and whether it was making sure he gave it to Chuck on the read, he did the right thing and was able to help the Bearcats win a grimy game. And now they're 5-1 now, right? 5-1, 2-0 in the conference, and they have a bye week, and it's coming at the right time. We also got to talk to Coach Fickle. We got to talk to Evan Prater, Charles McClellan,
Ty Van
Fossen, and Dylan O'Quinn. So we're going to upload all of this. My man Neil's working on the recap right now. We'll have that up in the next 15 minutes or so once we get up to the top of the booth. And I'm JT Smith.
And I'm Neil Meyer.
We're signing out.